Attention homeowners and contractors. Do you need a powerful ozone machine? Do you want to remove smoke, mold, odors, or kill germs with our powerful ozone equipment? Do you want to start your own part-time or full-time business with one of our incredible money-making potential products? If so, you've definitely come to the right place. Our reports and videos will reveal the inside story that all the other ozone generator manufacturers and salesmen have been keeping from you until now. Keep a notebook and pencil handy, because in this video you're going to discover why the Bioblaster is really the best ozone machine available on the market today, and how you can make really big money using our equipment. We're not kidding. Our customers have proved it on over 6 continents. Who am I? Well, I'm the best-selling home improvement author. The author of Got Mold, Now What? The Super Dry Basement, Super Strong, Super Bond Mortarless Construction Techniques. I'm a national mold expert and a mold consultant, and I'm an inventor of a ton of different types of equipment. From dry stacked masonry underpinning techniques, the self-draining super dry basement, multiple new waterproofing systems, a ton of innovations in the ozone industry, the inventor of the Bioblaster ozone machine, and so much more. And I'm here to teach you the secrets of ozone today. Number one, it's the milligrams per hour, folks, in the strength of the fan or blower that sets apart an ozone generator. No other ozone machines on the market's blower strength even comes close to ours. If you really want to destroy mold, smoke, bacteria, or odors, you've got to get an extremely high output ozone cannon that generates at least a true 14,000 milligrams per hour of ozone. And many of the other ozone generator manufacturers are actually exaggerating or lying outright about their output. High output ozone machines that really put out the kind of gas you need to solve a problem are hard to find, and they usually cost well over $2,000 until now. What's my story? Well, I've been using ozone equipment since 1992 in both my basement waterproofing and mold remediation businesses. Over 12 years ago, I discovered it was actually impossible to perform a thorough mold cleanup without using ozone gas. I even created what's been called the country's first safe or all-natural mold remediation protocol that includes high ozone shock treatments at the end of the process that are delivered by industrial quality ozone generators. Over the years, I've had the opportunity, folks like you, to buy and use nearly all of the readily available high output ozone cannons and commercial ozone generators on the market today, and I used them in my mold and basement waterproofing projects. Unfortunately, I discovered some important things when using these ozone generators. What's the inside scoop? Well, first and foremost, I discovered that almost all the home ozone machines and most of the commercial generators rely largely on computer-style fans, almost inevitably located at the opposite end of the box as the generator cells. And this is a really bad idea. In order to move the ozone out of the generator case once it gets created, you've got to really force it out of that machine. This is really bad. The reason why ozone is heavier than air, these tiny little fans really aren't effective enough at solving the problem. Second, most ozone machines that I've ever bought that were built and used by other companies are almost incredibly fragile machines. In my business, most of the ozone machines I ever bought broke really quickly in the field. Even some of the most expensive commercial ozone machines lasted little more than 6 months. I've owned portable ozone machines that cost as little as $200, but almost all of the high output commercial ozone machines I ever used and bought cost well over $2,000 in order to be really effective. And I discovered they all shared 2 things in common. They all had really low output computer style fans, and the good commercial ozone machines with the really high output were super expensive and they all broke, in most cases, really quickly. I had a repair shelf with over 13 ozone machines, and one day I just finally got fed up. I decided to take them all apart. I was so frustrated at paying $600 to $800 repair bills for my busted ozone equipment that I decided the time was through. It was time for me to take matters into my own hands. I looked at how all of these ozone generators were built and designed, and I made some really startling discoveries. You see, most of the home ozone machines and even the contractor machines were just flat out poorly designed. The most expensive machines I ever bought worked the best, but they were basically built exactly like the cheap little ozone generators in the home units. And some of them, even though they were really expensive, were fragile. But they were housed in some extremely shiny, polished stainless steel cases. They looked pretty on the outside, but on the inside where it counts, they were all made really cheaply. And most of them were made in China or Taiwan. Well, what I eventually did is I began to rethink the basic ozone generator. I decided it was time to finally build the better ozone generator. So what I did is I contacted some of the smart engineer types I knew who had worked with and built ozone generators and ozone generator systems. I interviewed them. I discussed the problems with all of the existing technologies that were out there, and I made my first major contribution to the world of ozone today. What I created is called ozone tunnel technology, and my new ozone tunnel technology, folks, allows the generation of up to 30% more ozone output from the same generator cell. But more importantly, it segregates the generation of the ozone away from the rest of the sensitive electronic components inside the machine itself. And this virtually will double the life of any ozone equipment that's out there. I then use my knowledge of hydrogen to allow me to actually weld copper to stainless steel. And at the beginning, this really improved our electrical connections and added years of durability to our products. Then I coupled our new redesigned ozone generator cells with the most powerful blower engines available on the market today in a high output ozone cannon or commercial ozone generator. It's true, we actually use in our commercial product lines anywhere from 1.5 horsepower engine blowers all the way up to 6.5 horsepower to literally blow the competition away in terms of raw output, measurable pressure, and sheer horsepower. That's right, our machines are more powerful. We then decided to make our professional high output ozone cannons for homeowners. And when I first got into this, I had no plan on making a homeowner type machine, but we had enough interest from the homeowners out there all over the country looking to kill mold and destroy odors with raw power, but they really wanted a low-priced machine that was in the neighborhood of the price of a simple air cleaner. So I decided to build even my residential machines tough enough to last forever without breaking your wallet. And I built our homeowner machines about 30% lighter than the average ozone generator of equal power, and then I priced them more than 60% less than market value. After I redesigned the cell and I added the most powerful blowers on the market to our Rugged Pro commercial ozone generator product line, I then built them into one of the most absolutely durable cases I could find. One that's extremely difficult to break under normal real-world conditions, and that has repeatedly stood the test of time in my own construction and demolition business. If you haven't seen our strength and durability videos, I highly encourage you to click on that tab and watch all of the real-world abuses we've subjected our amazingly powerful ozone equipment to. I built the better ozone cannon, folks. It's an ozone generator built by a contractor for both contractors and homeowners alike. And best of all, the ozone machines I've created are priced at nearly 2/3 less than the competition. That means you save big time. And using a good bioblaster high output ozone shock treatment will oxidize mold spores, destroy staph, MRSA, bacteria, and viruses the chemical residue free way. There are many half-truths or flat-out lies that are being spread around in the ozone world today. Claim number one. Regardless of all claims, corona discharge ambient air ozone generators are rated in a dry environment below 10% humidity. This is because some users, such as those in Arizona and desert areas, will experience maximum output from their corona discharge generators in these areas because of the low humidity conditions. A couple of competitors even say their corona discharge units are rated in a 90% high humidity or are unaffected by humidity. However, the laws of physics cannot be ignored, folks. The corona process is significantly affected by humidity. But this claim, folks, is one of these half-truths that's being spread around there. Half-truths because ozone levels are always affected by humidity due to less ambient oxygen being available for conversion. But the fact is, folks, the folks that are spreading these lies, the reason is that UV alone, or photocatalytic ozone generators, which they're pumping, will really never produce enough ozone, and especially not at high enough concentrations to be used for serious disinfection. So claim number one is misdirection. Folks, we use specialty plates that were designed for use in high humidity environments. And in fact, in almost all of our ozone projects, we're using them exclusively after water events. Now, some ozone folks are also saying that UV ozone machines are better than our super powerful corona discharge ozone generators. That is flat out baloney. Our Bioblaster 14 to 100,000 milligram per hour ozone generators are just that. 14,000 to 100,000 milligram per hour ozone generators. That means even in a high humidity environment, they're going to perform better than others because they use a special nickel titanium and thick ceramic high humidity rated cell. Our ozone outputs are rated for use in high humidity environments. In fact, that's how we use them on water damaged properties, and they kick butt, period. Our Bio 3 blaster units range between 3,500 and 100,000 milligrams an hour and are perfect for high-level ozone shock treatments. Claim number two, mica is the cheapest and worst material to use as an ozone plate. Mica easily breaks, flakes apart, burns, and shorts out the generator. Stay far away from any ozone generator using a mica ozone plate. Old-style ozone plates often consist of flimsy, easily corroded steel screens and delicate thin pieces of glass or mica less than a millimeter thick. Well, folks, this is one of the claims that's actually true. See, professional ozone generators, commercial machines, no longer use the outdated, fragile mica or consider it durable enough for serious ozone generator dielectric use. There are still some outdated homeowner machines that still use it, but the number is far less than in the early days of the ozone equipment. Mica is very fragile and difficult to clean or replace. Claim number three, all ceramic generator cells are created equal. Well, folks, this is patently false. There are many types of ceramic dielectrics in many shapes. Our electrified nickel and titanium over thick ceramic plate design is superior to literally all of them. It'll never burn through like mica and won't break like glass. And also, it can be easily cleaned with a unique docking station. It can be easily replaced without replacing the entire unit. These features combine to make our dielectric the most advanced cell design in the world. We now even offer a superior nickel tungsten alloy ceramic paddle that's rated for over 10,000 hours, making it the longest lasting generator cell in the world. With its superb features and our 21st century design, the Bioblaster residential and commercial ozone generator product line, we believe, is the most advanced ozone generator product line ever designed. Why should you buy our rugged, high output home ozone machines or our awesome, ultra durable commercial machines? Well, folks, it's not just the quality, it's the price. You see, our Bioblaster units are hand built in America near Cleveland, Ohio, and they're not a cheesy Chinese knockoff. How does ozone work? Well, first, ozone is a gas. It serves as a health protector and an air purifier, and it will decompose hazardous substances like VOCs and MVOCs, which are microbial volatile organic compounds. It's second only to fluorine as the strongest known oxidizer in the world, and it's the most powerful, readily available water sanitizer. Did you know that ozone deactivates and destroys bacteria and viruses more than 3,000 times faster than chlorine and is a 50% stronger oxidizer than all chlorine-based chemicals? And it destroys not only bacteria, but also viruses and spores. Those are the hardest parts to kill of mold, fungus, mildew, cysts. And it will also oxidize many other organic contaminants, such as carbon monoxide, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, nitro oxides, and harmful sulfur and nitrogen compounds, not to mention what it can do to bed bugs and dust mites. What's a corona discharge, folks? Well, in nature, thunder and lightning is the Earth's corona discharge of electricity, and it creates ozone when oxygen is split into two separate atoms. Corona discharge produces ozone far more efficiently at a much higher output, and the cell lasts much longer than with the inefficient, relatively low-level output UV tube or light bulb method. So basically, in our Bioblaster ozone generator tunnels, we've created lightning in a box. The Bioblaster is not like the cute little residential ozone machines you see on the internet, which claim to offer a 15,500 milligram per hour output or lower. Watch our video where we fix one of these broken homeowner cheap mica units, and just click on the compare with other brand tabs. Our Bioblaster ozone machines are definitely not designed to go into a kid's bedroom or a living room unless nobody is home. Our Bioblaster ozone generators are designed and built to produce shock levels of ozone that will completely remove all the nasty odors and the germs. Our customers use the Bioblaster to eliminate odors, perform odor removal from tobacco smoke, dogs and cats, house fires, mold and fungus spores in the air, as well as dust mites. And our powerful contractor systems have even been proven to kill bed bugs. Our powerful shock treatment ozone generator cells are constructed with high-tech electrified nickel titanium, not cheap stainless steel like other machines. And on the inside, they are coated, making them last longer, and they're durable enough for your most demanding odor removal and germ-killing applications. Our professional ozone machines are shaped like a bazooka-style cannon, and they have a high-powered 1.5 to 6.5 horsepower blowers that can distribute the ozone gas throughout the surrounding areas for highly effective treatments, unlike our competitors with their tiny little computer fans. Also, our commercial ozone machines come built into what we believe is the most rugged toolbox for a housing that will stand up to the real-life abuse dished out by your average employee. Bioblaster ozone shock treatments are effective for removing harsh odors like smoke, mold, pet, and animal odors. It's often really useful to shock treat an unoccupied room with a gigantic volume of ozone gas to absolutely kill odors and destroy germs. Carpet odor removal, cigar odor removal, skunk odor removal, fish odor removal, urine odor removal, car odor removal, mold odor removal. These are all kids' play when you're using a high output Bioblaster ozone machine. The idea of a Bioblaster ozone shock treatment procedure is to use massive amounts of ozone to eliminate the contamination and source of the odor from surfaces as well as the air. This way the odor and the germs are completely destroyed and not covered up. Bioblaster ozone generator shock treatments can also provide continuous odor control over recurring contamination or heavily contaminated areas by doing a once on a recurring scheduled treatment. Bioblaster series ozone generators are heavy duty, high voltage, ceramic plate driven ozone generators. Our machines are extremely rugged and not fragile at all. They're designed and built for fire and flood cleanup, mold remediation, crime scene cleanup, hotel, motel, and school disinfection, cruise ship cleanup, and more. You'll get what you want and you need when it comes to ozone and destroying odors, viruses, and germs. Guaranteed. Our odor removing ozone machines are so strong they go right into the carpeting, furniture, wallpaper, and paint to literally scour away the odors. In hotels and motels with the doors shut, these aren't like the tiny little ozone generators the hotel industry is familiar with. They'll completely deodorize a room in a matter of 15 to 30 minutes, not hours. To sanitize and get those deeply buried odors in the carpets, I invented the OxyGreen carpet and duct sanitizing and deodorizing machine. This machine is not a vacuum. It blows gas. It doesn't suck. And it completely eliminates all carpet-based odors and germs, forcing massive amounts of ozone gas directly into the carpet fibers and padding. I also invented the OxyGreen Blaster and Bedbug Destruct system for contractors and property managers that will absolutely destroy and allow the eradication of a bedbug problem with one tech in one treatment guaranteed. Our other carpet drying machines will sanitize the carpet and dry them, and all of our equipment comes with our unconditional, no questions asked, no hassle, bumper to bumper warranty. That's right, it even includes abuse. We're so certain our machines are the best, the absolute best, that for 1 full year from the date of shipment to you, we will completely repair or replace the machine regardless of abuse from you, the buyer. Drop it in acid, run it over with a pickup truck, shoot it with a 30-06 for all I care. The cost for the repair and replacement to you, the consumer, is absolutely nothing. Additionally, if you elect, you can participate in our lifetime guarantee program, and we'll extend these benefits forever. There's a minimum of $100 per year annual renewal fee that's applicable, and no other terms or conditions apply except that the shipping is the cost of you, the buyer. Buy one of our powerful machines today. Our units have 5 to 10 times the output of most other large competitive ozone generators. But our ozone machines are priced 2/3 less than any serious competitor. There are absolutely no better ozone generators on the market today, folks, than our bioblasters that are being offered anywhere for this kind of low price. Buy one today, try it for yourself. You'll be thrilled. No other company has anything like our ozone machines. Hurry, this limited time inventory reduction pricing offer ends soon. Act now, because our prices are likely to skyrocket.